Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Look, forewarned, this is more of a rant video than anything. So if you don't care to hear that, then I perfectly understand. You can continue on to watch one of the other videos. But this is something that I just need to get off my chest. Tesla, you need to have more structure when it comes to pricing your vehicles. Because all these recent price decreases, price increases, it's making buying a Tesla as a consumer really frustrating and really difficult. Because one of the cool things about buying a Tesla is that Tesla put the power in the hands of the consumer. As a buyer, you can go on the website, you can bypass the whole dealership, experience and just purchase your vehicle from the website, add in what options you may or may not want, and then just pick up your vehicle when it's available for delivery. And that is awesome, because that is something that was very welcome to see. And I loved that experience when I bought my car. Full disclosure, before I bought this Tesla, I actually went into GM and I had pre-ordered a Bolt EUV because I really liked that car. I really liked the setup. I needed something as a daily driver. It fit the bill really well. And it had more than enough room, more than even this Model 3, which I love to see, for my family. And that's something that I decided to go with. And of course, I'm going into a dealership. I'm experiencing, one-on-one with an actual salesman. And the thing that really got under my skin was after I put down my pre-order, he's going over all, the fine tooth, add-ons and whatnot that GM does. And he was letting me know that one of the things that's customary that GM does with all of its vehicles is that they go in, they put this protection film on the inside of the doors and the screens and whatnot to just, give you that extra protection. And I think it was like $2,500, something like that. And I was just like, no thanks. I don't want that. Don't need that. And I told him that. And he said, okay, I just need to let my general manager know. And the general manager comes over to haggle with me. And I'm like, what the hell, man? Look, if this is something that GM is prone to doing, if this is something GM wants to do, then fine, do it. But don't do it at my expense. Do it at yours. Do it at yours, and then I will praise, GM, like, hey, look, they went above and beyond. They put this sealant in the car. They didn't charge me anything. But no, other than that, I can put on my own sealant. I can put on my own screen protectors. I'm good. But thankfully, that didn't end up going the way I expected to, because after I put down that pre-order, 2 or 3 months went by where GM hadn't even confirmed my order. So I canceled it and went with the Tesla. And like I said, I love the fact that you can bypass dealerships, that you can bypass car salesmen. You don't have to deal with haggling of prices or anything. But regardless, whatever car you are buying, if it's Tesla, BMW, it doesn't matter. Honda, it doesn't matter. Buying a car is not a cheap thing to do. It is something that you need to plan around. You need to either save up for or work around your finances, in such a way to where you can afford a new car. Sometimes when it comes to the exact car you want or set to the exact specifications that you want, sometimes you have to make sacrifices, and a lot of times the end justifies the means. But with Tesla lately, it is getting really hard to do that. In order for me to get this car, I had to make certain sacrifices, but I also had to set up my finances in such a way to where I could own and afford this car. I don't regret doing what needed to be done, But one of the things that's kind of frustrating to hear is that you'll hear some people talk about like, well, if you can afford a Tesla, then you have no right to complain. And it's like, dude, everybody likes a good deal. Everybody does. And just because you see someone with a Tesla does not mean they are wealthy by any means. It just means they made sacrifices or they set up their finances in such a way to where they could own one. But lately, doing that, like I said, is getting really hard to do. You might make a sacrifice so you can buy your car, and then Tesla will drop the price. And it's like, well, crap, I didn't need to make, that sacrifice after all. Or just the opposite will happen to where, you'll set up your finances in such a way to buy a car, and you saved up money, and then they'll jack up the price. And you're like, well, crap, like I wasn't expecting to pay an additional $2,500, and it gets really annoying. Really annoying. And it's gotten to a point to where Tesla needs to start announcing when they are going to increase or decrease the price of their vehicles. So that way their customers can plan accordingly. I mean, obviously in a perfect world, it would be awesome if the day after you took delivery of your car, they announced a price decrease and they give you that money back or something. But obviously, like I said, in a perfect world, that would happen. And obviously, that's not going to happen. So at the very least, Tesla needs to start announcing when these price increases and decreases happen. So that way, people can plan accordingly. Because right now, it's getting really hard to justify buying a Tesla. I tell my family, my friends, how much I love this car, but telling them that, hey, yeah, it could literally change price-wise tomorrow, that if you want one, do it now. To have to buy a car on a knee-jerk reaction is one of the worst experiences possible. This is something that should be fun. This is something that should be entertaining to do. And when you have to buy something expensive on a knee-jerk reaction because something may increase or decrease in price, it just sucks all the fun out of the experience. So anyway, I just want to get that out there because this is, seeing these latest batch of increases and decreases has just really got under my skin. And like I said, I love my car, but man, missing out on a sale in December, missing out on a price cut in January, missing out on 2 more price cuts in April, and now Model X and Model S owners now have to deal with a price increase now. It's just, it's crazy. It's nuts. And like I said, Tesla, they need to get more control over their prices. They need to start announcing when these happen so that way their customers can plan accordingly. So other than that, guys, take it easy. Like and subscribe if you like this video. And like I said, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.